Hi, I'm Bev Hepting, known as the Message Maestro. And I know a lot of you out there know of me. One of the things that came to mind recently was not many people know me. I've been going through a bit of a transition at the moment, and I started looking at three different things in the last month. One, I discovered Noetic Science and did a foundation course, and I'm following some of the stuff they do, which means that I'm looking at all the spiritual stuff in my life and the channeling I do from a much more scientific point of view. I'm not really a woo-woo girl. Secondly, I joined a group called Seven Power of Women group with Lynn Franks, part of the Seed project. And through that and the work we're doing that, I began to understand myself better. I began to realize that some of the things I thought about myself weren't right. Also, I went to an event last Friday with the amazing Caroline Brewer, and it was part of the three P's, as she'd call it. Please don't ask me to explain what the three P's are, because I struggle with that. Suffice to say that I've been on one of her retreats, which every single one of you should try and go on, because it completely changes the way you think. We had a day at Belfield House, and we had a long group conversation about our higher self, if you like, and our lower self. And over the weekend, then something occurred to me out of the blue. I've struggled my whole life to really talk about my spiritual journey. I've struggled to explain it to people. I felt a bit embarrassed about explaining it to people, couldn't put it into words, didn't really understand. And as I've got older, knowing that I'm not on my true path and the purpose isn't where I'm supposed to be, has meant that I've skated around all these issues. I've been, running a business online that really, in truth, if I think about the whole 8 or 9 years I've been fiddling around with all this, has made no money to speak of. I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. I love coaching people. I love helping people. But the effort it took from an emotional point of view was a real struggle. And I used to think it's because I'm lazy. I used to think, well, I'm not hustling 24 hours a day. I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough content. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I know what I should be doing, but it's not happening. And things that worked before COVID aren't working now. And when I stopped and thought about the transition I've gone through in the last sort of month or so, I realized that actually I'm not lazy. I'm not any of those things I thought I was. I'm not fickle with my relationships and friends or business. I'm searching all the time. But what I live in is a very effortless world. And I want an effortless business. You see, when I walk away from my computer to do something else, it's because my higher self wants me to go and do something else. It's not laziness. If I don't see friends every day or every week, it's not because I'm fickle. It's because my friendships run very deep, and I know people that I can talk to every day or talk to every year. Some people I haven't seen for 3 or 4 years. In fact, one of my really good friends at the moment, we have reconnected, was my best friend in primary school. And it doesn't feel like all those years, decades in between happened. We just picked up where we left off. And business isn't truly working because I'm not truly working from that path of least resistance, that effortless path that encompasses the spiritual side of me and what the universe wants of me and what I want of the universe. But that's all changed now. And it has allowed me to really enjoy who I am, to embrace how my life is to deepen relationships with the people around me, and for me to look at my business and understand that I'm never going to hustle like some people do. I'm never going to spend thousands of pounds on adverts and mentoring. I'm never going to lead from the front. I lead from behind. And if I look back on my whole life, that's what's happened. I tell other people's stories. I encourage and embrace them to move forward. I worked in the community sector for many years, helping build vulnerable communities into empowering themselves and running their own projects. And even now, 15 years after I stopped doing that, some of those projects are still going strong with new residents. They own them, and they may never know who I was or what I did, and it doesn't matter. The result matters. And that's how I want to be with my clients. You know, I want to encourage and embrace them to be everything that they want to be better at what they want to do. And I want to put my arms around them and gently lead them, and occasionally kick them up the backside, because I know they can do it and I have absolute faith in them. The difference is I have absolute faith in myself now, and really looking forward to exploring more of this effortless way of living. Doesn't mean we don't put the hard work in. I still have to put the work in, but from an emotional and spiritual point of view, it's effortless. Is your life effortless? Are there things in your life that are such a drama, they're causing you pain, and they cause fear and distraction and everything else? Well, if there is, let's have a chat. Let's put you in that seat beside me in a local cafe and let's talk about it. Let's discover where your effortless life can take you. Bye.